Hey insurance, this is Tony Cañas, and today's episode I like to call You're Signing a Lease, Not Getting Married. And it is specifically advice for brand new college grads looking for their first job. I've had this conversation many times with different college grads, especially RMI majors. This phrase about signing a lease just came up today. I was having a career conversation with an RMI major, and I was advising him that he is being maybe just a tad bit picky as he searches for his first job. It just came to me. I believe you're being a little picky, and it's fine, but I remember when I was looking for my first job, and I remember thinking the only thing I had to compare it with was choosing which college to go to, and that's a decision that you're making that hopefully lasts for 4 years. Same story with as I was looking for my first job. Every job I applied for or interviewed for, I imagined myself at this job and at this company for a long time, my entire career basically, and it's a lot of pressure. And I think it's very natural when you're looking for your first job post college to think of it as a lifelong commitment, or to think of it as a marriage basically. You're marrying this company, and thus it becomes a really heavy decision, a really hard to make decision, and some people become overly picky. So what I told him is, hey, you're not getting married, you're signing a lease. Basically, this is not a lifelong decision. Yes, where you start your career has an effect on the rest of your career, definitely. I want you to start at the right place in the right job, but you're signing a lease. You're not getting married. So marriage is supposed to be forever. That's not what this is. A lease, like an apartment lease that you've probably signed a couple times in your life thus far, you're making a commitment. This is not a hotel, right? It's not an Airbnb. You're not checking in for just a few days, a few weeks, or a few months. You're signing up for at least a year, probably more than that, probably 2 or 3, maybe 5. But it's not a lifelong commitment. And in fact, the funny thing is, especially for RMI majors, if you get to your first job and you hate it, you get 2 years of experience, a CPCU, and you make a move to a different company 2 years from now with a 40% raise. Not a bad situation to be in. And the funny part is, if you love it, if you get to your new company and you love it, chances are 2 or 3 years down the road, you're a little frustrated that the promotions and raises you've received have not gotten you to your value in the market. You might have to leave. Even if the goal is to come back, you might have to leave and come back in order to get paid your value in the market. Don't stress about it. Really, don't stress about it. I mean, be intelligent about it. Feel free to come and chat with Tony, and we'll discuss, and I'll be happy to advise you, give you my opinion on different programs or different companies. But ultimately, the consequences of a bad first job, of a first job that's a bad match for you, are not life-destroying. It's very equivalent to getting the wrong apartment. You put up with a bad lease for a year and a half, and you use that experience to get a better place next time. And also, in the bad apartment or in the bad job, you realize the things that annoy you, and you realize the things that you do enjoy, and next time you make a better choice. So it's really not a huge deal. In my own personal life, we've had a lot of different apartments. My girlfriend and I have learned that we can't live next to the train tracks. It keeps her awake at night. We've learned that in a normal building, we have to be at the top floor, because otherwise the noise from upstairs, if we have loud neighbors, might keep her awake. Alternatively, we can just live in a big building like we do right now, 14-story out of like 30, and it's a big enough building that it's concrete in between the floors. We can't hear our upstairs neighbors, no problem. Same thing with work. I've learned significant lessons along the way. I have learned that analytical type jobs are not the right fit for me, and that sales type jobs are a great fit for me. I have learned that a job that requires me to be in the office 5 days a week or even 4 days a week is not a great fit for me. I have learned that being on the field or working from home is a fantastic fit for me. I am perfectly able to be productive and happy working from home. So basically, each job that you have, including your first job, you will learn a ton about what you like, and you will learn a ton about what you don't like. Thus, don't worry too much about it. All you need to do is get your first insurance job, get some experience, so that next time you make a move, you have a much better chance of getting the right job. So remember, if you're choosing your first job out of college, you're signing a lease, not getting married. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for tuning in.